Hello guys, this is Rock here and wow, it's been a while. I haven't uploaded anything to my channel for like what, 6 months? Something like that. Um it's not because I don't care, it's just because I was very busy in real life. Um One of our projects is maturing up, so we had to work extra to finish it up. And things are easing up a little bit, so I've been playing more, I've been trying to record them, and yeah, right now what you're looking at is some more of Warships gameplay, and I'm playing a ship that I haven't been playing for a while, um, and it's the Grossa Kurfürst. This is not the strongest ship right now. It's when I meet this ship, it's more like a damage pinata, because it doesn't handle well. It's gigantic. It has massive superstructure. Its turret angles are not good. So most people just try to stay back and snipe with it, but it's still an easy target to hit and to torp. So what I like to use this ship as is use it as a battering ram. So I just pick an objective and I just keep pushing, trying to do as much damage as I can, and trying to, lead the way, open the way for cruisers and destroyers to move up. And on this map, I picked the sea, which is my spawn. And I'm really sorry, it's not your settings, but there's no audio. For some reason, Shadowplay didn't record audio. I'll try to find out what's causing and fixing it, but for now, we can just, chill without the sounds of all those explosions. So we are getting into this cab. CV immediately starts picking on me and this destroyer. And this St. Louis is a bit dangerous to me because this ship is very, how to say, susceptible to fires. It has a massive health pool. So each fire takes away a lot of health. So fire spammers are definitely a big trouble for the ship. That's why it's not played very often, because we have so many fire spammers now that that makes this ship very unenjoyable, to say the least. But I'm running a full secondary build on this, and it's at meme levels of full secondary build. So what I have is I have BFD, AFD, manual secondaries, IFHE. So in this footage anyway, in the next footage I change my build a little bit to update it, to be a bit more meta friendly. But yeah, so my secondaries have 2.9 second reload, and they fire over ranges of 11.6 kilometers. And because they have IFHE and because they have German penetration on top of it, they have massive penetration. So pretty much you can penetrate the bows of any battleship you meet. It's not a problem, especially US battleships. And as I see, I'm pushing in, they are retreating on the left, so and there's a Montana pushing on the right. So what I want to do is I want to farm this guy with my secondaries, and I want to angle a bit so he doesn't do massive damage to me each time. He's showing a broadside. I'm gonna try my luck, but you're not always lucky. We do decent damage, but it's not something that hurts him a lot. We have two fires. You gotta be very careful with that fire extinguisher with this build, because we don't have any fire reduction skills or modules, at least in this footage. But that Montana is starting to take a lot of damage from my secondaries. He's melting slowly but surely. He's on fire, and each shell that lands does him a good deal of damage. And I'm just perfectly happy just parking here, and being a scarecrow for anyone who dares to come close. The advantage of this ship is with this build is it's massive DPM. So you got 12 barrels, and you have a lot of secondaries that fire over a very long range. So if you use both, you're absolutely melting the enemy ship. plus you're getting fire damage too. So this build is very potent if you can use it, and if you're lucky, because most of the time the team won't support you like they do right now. They are moving up with me, and you will just try to push into the objective and just die to cruisers, and combined strength of cruisers and battleships and destroyers picking up on you, and it will be very frustrating. So you gotta have a sense of your team, what kind of team you have. Are they aggressive, passive? You can actually tell a bit in the beginning of the game from their movements, and you also have to use positioning very well with this ship, because it is a massive ship, doesn't handle well. It has a massive rudder traverse time, even with the module. So yeah, it's a bit tricky, but once you get it right, it's so much fun, because you're doing so much damage, you're getting killed left and right, and everything's just melting away, and this guy has no chance. We surprised him, and he's just completely melted. The Montana comes back. He's even firing at me, but he's in secondary range, so we're angling towards him. But as you can see, even if I angle, his AP is so strong that and my superstructure is so big, he's still doing massive damage. But yeah, this guy he's not gonna last long, so I decide not to shoot him, but this perfect broadside Roma. Yep, he's gonna go down to either to my secondaries or the frontlays. Well, we get a citadel on the Roma. He's very hurt, and he's just gonna turn away and disable disengage. And we just completely demolished this side of the map. He fires at me again, but I have to turn right. I don't want to keep pushing in that direction. I want to go towards the A side. And we fire again. He seems to be playing with the throttle a bit. So I think it was slowing down. Yep, that's pretty much spot on. We do 16, 17k, which is a big chunk of damage, and we are getting in this cap, but the CV is still on me, and my health pool is getting quite low here. I don't know if I can sustain this longer, but luckily the team is moving up with me, so I got some anti-air coverage here as well. So we got a Des Moines here. He's getting in the danger zone of 11.6 kilometers. We'll see what happens to him. And he's angled, or maybe he thinks he's angled, but it's not enough. So we citadel him, doing massive damage. That's like a 24k volley. Now he turns in, but doesn't matter. My secondaries will just melt him before I think my cannons can reload. We'll see. But yeah, another thing, at long ranges, the secondaries are not very accurate, especially with the Germans. But once you get closer, like sub 10 kilometers, they start hurting a lot. And he goes down. So not many ships left in this game. We got a full health Massachusetts and a Yamato in the distance, and a very weak Jutland. I'm not even counting that San Luis or riding the edge of the border of the map. Trying to get a shot on them, but none of them is visible to me really. So maybe the Yamato is at the edge of my range, maximum range. But yeah, that looks good. Let's see what we get. I'm not expecting any citadels though from this range. Yamato's belt is just too good for that. But that's a good looking volley. We do 14k. He's hurt. He's gonna turn in now. He probably doesn't know where the damage came from. And I'm just dying to get into range for this Massachusetts. But looks like the Moskva wants to ram him. Interesting. Moskva wants to go out with a blaze of glory, because he knows he's just gonna melt against Massachusetts. And is it happening? I think it's happening. Yeah, I'm just trying to decide on what to shoot at. But yeah, they ram, they kill each other. I dump my shells on the Yamato. I'm not expecting any damage, but we shall see. Maybe. No, just two ricochets. Just the Yamato and the CV left now. But as you can see, games like these are very enjoyable in the Kurfürst. Games like where you're not threatened by uh, ships that you cannot see, or I don't know, DDs in smoke, Smolensks in smoke, and you know when you have vision, when you have awareness, and when you can push in, you know you can push in. This ship is very, very, very effective. I mean, you could also do this in a Kremlin, probably, but the extra flavor of secondaries just makes this so much fun, in my opinion. And the damage output is, of course, DPM is greater. And we kill the CV. I cut that part, and we are now at the end of this game. We do a decent amount of damage, not many kills, but I got 3 fires, 218 secondary hits. Decent XP. Let's look at the damage. 72k secondary damage. That's just massive. On top of that, we do 26k fire damage. And now we move on to the next game. In this game, I changed my build. So I swapped BFD for basics of survivability. So I get 15% fire duration reduction, and I also got the fire. I don't remember the name of that module, but the module that the upgrade that reduces the fire duration by 15%. So the fire durations are now reduced by 30%, which should make this ship much more durable. But obviously, the trade-off is that I gave away the BFD, which is 10% BFD, 10% DPS for the secondaries. But in the long run, I don't think it matters that much, because our secondaries are kind of situational, and or if we live longer, we will do more secondary damage anyway. So the trade-off is warranted, I think. I see the Hindenburg, take a pot shot at him, and it's 2 citadels. Poor guy, he loses half of his health at the beginning of the game. And as you can see, I'm again using this as a battering ram. I'm moving into C. And once I enter C, and if I can manage my visibility, this will be a no-go zone for the enemies. They just won't be able to get close because of the threat of secondaries, and obviously my main cannon for the bigger ships. We got a Yoshino there. Kurfürst is pushing. Republic is also pushing, but there's a Shima there. I decide not to waste my main cannons on it because I have a broadside Yoshino here. I'll try to get my guns on him. This ship is so sluggish. Maybe, if we believe. No, didn't happen. But anyway, I got my shells loaded, so I decided to dump them on the Kurfürst, on the butt of the Kurfürst. He's turning back again, and I decide to park behind this island because they actually have a lot of ships here. Hindenburg and Yoshino combined can keep me on fire for days, so I need to really manage my visibility here. Those are Yoshino torps, I think. Republic is surprisingly not firing at me, which is very welcome. So right now I'm just gonna chill here for a bit, wait for them to make a move, because they don't have any caps. They are stuck in spawn. They will either just we will either just keep them pushing to the edge of the map, or they will have to do something. And the first move comes from the Yoshino, it seems. The CV is just barely in range, but we missed them. Anyway, this is a bit of a downtime, but a necessary downtime. My team is still hasn't fully moved up. I got two cruisers behind me, but if I move away from me, if I get out of cover from me, they won't be able to help me, so I will have to wait for them to move up. Okay, Yoshino is still pushing. He's very low on health though. He's like one shot away from dying. And I've spotted so DDs around here. Without more shells on Yoshino. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna survive that. And he dies, of course. And Shima is also visible. We use our secondaries on him. But obviously, the secondaries are not very accurate at those ranges. And he's changing velocity, so they will be extra inaccurate. They're trying to get an angle on me, but I'm moving forward to cut that angle off. Republic could really, really mess me up, but he's just ignoring me. I don't know if he's focusing on cruisers, I guess. And Shima is visible again. And this time I decide to dump my main battery shells on him. It looks like he's gonna accelerate, so a bit forward. Damn, he's accelerating faster than I anticipated, but still a good chunk of damage, 4050 damage. He's probably gonna die. Maybe to my secondaries. Maybe. We'll see. Yep. My secondaries get him. Poor guy. We have 2 kills already and we have numerical superiority here, so it's time to move up and see what we can do to them. Oh god, no. We take a random torp to the butt. But that's okay. We have so much health. That's alright. And looks like they are, well, numerically, yeah, they are down 1 ship. But they also have lower health than us in overall, so we can safely push and punish them. Obviously, the first thing that needs to go is either the Kurfürst or the Hindenburg, but Republic has weak armor compared to the Kurfürst, so I go for the Republic. And he's shooting HE for some reason, which is very welcome. We do 14k, those things are very squishy. They take massive damage from pretty much each angle. Kurfürst is taking massive damage, I think, from the Kremlin. Spotted again. Kurfürst still. Kurfürst is getting in range of secondaries, I think. It's time to shoot him and put him out of his misery. This guy didn't really enjoy his match. He was, just circling there for the whole match, taking massive damage from pretty much anything. That wasn't a very enjoyable match for him. So it really depends on the team you have and your tactics in this ship. You can either play like this guy in the open water, getting shot from every angle, taking massive damage, getting set on fire, or you can play a bit smarter, I guess, using cover, controlling your angles. And we get the Hindenburg from that stray shell. I decided not to chase the Republic, but go for this Montana. He's coming in straight for me. And if he keeps doing that, and if we survive the CV, we can farm him with our secondaries, because our secondaries have so much penetration. We will be able to farm him from pretty much any angle, including the bow. But my concern is, since I have to give so much broadside while I'm doing this, as you can see, I have a good angle right now, but my back guns, rear guns, just can't see him. This is so annoying. This is really annoying in this ship. And when they see them, you're giving so much broadside, a US battleship can easily punish you with their improved penetration angles. And of course, I am fully broadside to the Republic. If Republic wants me dead, he can just kill me. His broadside with fire full salvo only do say 18k, and my rear gun didn't fire for some reason. And he's doing the smart thing and just getting out of here, which is A good move for him. He's just noping out of here. Since he saw, all these ships coming for him. Republic is still broadsides. I take a pot shot, but is he fast? I think it's just right. We have a Venezia on the right. I'm not really afraid of him. At least he can't set me on fire. I can handle the damage. But this Republic on my flank needs to go. And now I think he's looking at me. Alright, we aim a bit further now. He's shooting me, but he's still shooting HE. This guy is playing HE only when he has amazing AP shells. I don't get it. I mean, if you want to play HE, play the Conqueror, right? Republic, you gotta play both HE and AP mixed. Okay, Montana's getting in range. He dies anyway. So it's just Venezia and me now. And the CV, of course. CV is very fixated on me. And I don't know where to put my guns. Do I let my secondaries farm the Venetian and do I shoot the CV? Or do I try to kill this guy ASAP? Because I know the CV will be visible on the right side, and now I'm very... Wow, that was 22k from the carrier, I think. I don't know what happened there. I just took 22k of damage. This can't be the Venezia, right? I was angled. I got a bit confused there, and I'm still confused when I'm commentating this. Maybe it was combined, Venezia and CV? I don't know. But I decided to kill the CV since he's very completely broadside to me. And Venecia's desperately trying to get out of the secondary range, but he's dealing a decent amount of damage each time. As I said, this ship has massive superstructure, and you are very vulnerable to ships like Venezia, who thrive on farming superstructures and obviously fire spammers like Smolensk, who use IFHE to do massive damage. Alright, okay, this ship doesn't really turn well, so I decide to try to turn in. But if I turn in a lot, the Venezia will start dealing more damage to me. So now I'm in a kind of a pickle. I think the Venezia will kill me, especially after the salvo. I only have 6k left. And the CV also dropped, so I am absolutely dead. But maybe if I can get the salvo off, I can kill the Venezia after I die. Okay, CV gets me. But I get the Venezia and I get my Kraken. It was such an enjoyable match. And yeah, when you get matches like this ship is really fun. As you can see, I just use it as a battering ram. It's so much fun. And we get Kraken, a decent amount of credits, XP, 200k damage. Not many secondary hits this time. First in the team. Most of my damage is main battery this time, 41k. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will try to do more videos from now on. Hopefully, I will have the energy. But anyway, have a great day. I'll see you next time.